क्योंकि इतना आसान भी नहीं है कि यूएन की प्रक्रिया में एक बिल्कुल नई भाषा डालें।
Why is Hindi not an official language at the UN yet? Well, India has been making efforts. Back in 2015, India's Foreign Ministry told Lok Sabha that it could cost $41 million to take Hindi to the UN. 3 years later, then Foreign Minister, the late Sushma Swaraj, reiterated India's resolve in the Parliament.
तो अपने देश की राजभाषा को ये गौरव दिलाने के लिए ये सरकार कोई भी खर्च करने को तैयार है।
But making a language official at the UN isn't easy. This usually involves a formal request by the government, followed by extensive lobbying and then a vote by the General Assembly. It's not just about the language, it's about geopolitical influence. And it's expensive. In 2014-15, the UN spent approximately $492 million to provide services in all its official languages. You need more interpreters, translators, new technology, training programs and updated documents, all in the new language. But if a language does become an official language, how will it even work? The UN has 6 official languages: Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian and Spanish. But the conversations happening in this room come from all over the world. Well, have you noticed these big boxy earpieces they're all wearing? That's how. In an organization with 193 member countries, every speech, every debate, every statement needs to be understood instantly by everyone, no matter what language they speak. This is where the real-time interpreters come in. They listen, comprehend and translate almost instantaneously. Think of it as a live multilingual orchestra, with every interpreter responsible for translating a different language in real time.
An interpreter is first and foremost a linguist. He or she should have heightened linguistic sensitivity.
And this orchestra plays in this back room. Here they don't do your typical translation, it's interpretation. And it's high stakes, high speed job. Interpreters listen to delegate speech in one language and within seconds they translate and relay the message into another language. No pausing, no replays. Each delegate at the UN wears one of these earpieces where they can tune into their preferred language channel. While the speech is happening in, say, French, another delegate might be hearing it in Spanish. These UN interpreters are not only fluent in their languages, they're also experts in international relations, law, and diplomacy.
My working languages are English and French, and of course Russian, which is my mother tongue.
They know the lingo, the jargon, and most importantly, they understand the context. Then there are translators who work with written documents, treaties, resolutions, reports, speeches, making sure the text you see in every official UN language means exactly the same thing. It's this level of multilingual communication that makes it possible for every country, big or small, rich or poor, to speak and be heard in their own language. Well, now you won't be clueless the next time you see those big earpieces at the UN. And as for Hindi at UN, well, in 2018, a voluntary financial contribution agreement was signed between the United Nations and Government of India to promote Hindi within the United Nations system. Now Hindi is used for social media, newsletters, and other communication means. So who knows, we might soon hear Hindi being used for major discussions at the UN.
प्रगति तो हुई है और हमारी आशा है, हमारी अपेक्षा है कि ये आगे बढ़ेगा.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.